with our news stories. This first one comes to us from Bloomberg by Dina Bass. Microsoft's gaming chief is still open to acquisitions after Activision deal. After a tough year, Microsoft Corp's video gaming chief is still looking at acquisitions and charting how to compete and partner in the markets for handheld game devices and mobile stores. Deals that add geographic diversity, including in Asia, might be worthwhile, Phil Spencer said in an interview Tuesday at Bloomberg's offices in New York. Hey, Xbox, you had a studio over there, and then you shut it down.
Good job.
Buying another mobile company would add to titles Microsoft picked up in its $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard last year, he said. We definitely want to be in the market. When we can find teams and technology and capability that add to what we're trying to do in gaming at Microsoft, absolutely, we will keep our heads up, Spencer said. Still, there's nothing imminent, and very large deals are probably off the table at present as the company is spending a lot of time absorbing Activision Blizzard employees, he said. He says absorbing. I think they mean laying off. Is that what he meant to say?
That's what it sounds. That's what I heard in the midst of that corporate speak. But you know,
absorbing employees. What are you talking about? You're laying a bunch of people off. Microsoft wants to diversify the teams working on games by looking more at China, he said. The company developed a new mobile version of Age of Empires, a world-building franchise that first appeared in the 1990s. By partnering with Tencent Holdings Limited, Microsoft and Tencent released the game globally in October. It blows my mind that they have to explain what Age of Empires is, as if everyone in the world didn't that doesn't know what it is.
Everyone in the world doesn't. There are kids who have been born who don't know what that is.
I know, but that's
they've been born after that. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what's sad is like all these young kids are just like, what's an Age of Empires? Is that iPad game? And then that's when I jump off a bridge.
Full speed, doing a flip.
It's been a good area for us to learn from creative teams that have real unique capabilities, Spencer said. The real opportunity is to partner with creative teams in China for global. The executive, who has repeatedly professed his admiration for handheld gaming devices, said the expectation is that we would do something in that category, although the blah, blah, blah. That's getting into the next news story, so I'm not going to talk about that. But the main thing is, spoilers. The main thing I want to talk about, though, is that they're even still open to acquisitions. That just seems absolutely bonkers wild. Right? Like, I'm sharing my opinion first before I'm asking you, but that's basically it. It just, to me, doesn't it seem crazy to just, because they keep buying all these studios and spending all this money, and it's not giving them better games. It's still giving them like mediocre games, which is sad because a lot of these studios were known for incredible games, but under Microsoft's umbrella, they're not. I don't know. Right?
I was going to say the same thing. I'm like, Microsoft is doing everything they can except hunkering down and making better games. Everything else. They got this is your Xbox campaign going out. We're like, everything is your Xbox. Everything is your Xbox. Your phone is your Xbox. Your TV is your Xbox. And I would say the same thing to Phil. Okay, it's my Xbox to play what on?
Right. All the wonderful third-party games. But
right, that I can't, what to play what on that I can't play anywhere else?
Exactly.
Why would I invest in the Xbox ecosystem? There's nothing to play from you.
Starfield, which was okay. Or you could play Hellblade 2, which was
okay. You could play the medium. Oh, no, that was okay.
Which was bad.
You could play Halo.
That was just bad. Halo, which was okay.
Well, Halo was all right.
Yeah.
What else? You could play. Did anything else come out this gen?
Yeah, I'm sure there are, but that's the thing. Like, it's not even coming to mind because everything is just okay. Like, nothing they've put out has been like earth-shattering, groundbreaking.
Right.
In my opinion. Obviously, everyone's opinion's going to be different. But I held on to Game Pass for so long, holding out hope. Like, it's just going to be one. It's going to be a banger. And there just wasn't. There was fun experiences, for a little bit, but nothing that just like blew my mind,
Right.
So I don't know. It just seems wild that that's what they're striving for at this point. And I mean, he does say like there's nothing in the works Granted, he could be lying too. Like, he could just say that, and then 8 months from now,
Show
be like,
up.
oh, the announcement comes out.
Actually,
we just bought EA or something.
Right.
It's like, wait, I thought you said just 7-8 months ago that there wasn't anything in the works. Oh well. But to me, like, that wouldn't be the focus. Like, stop buying studios. Like, you already have. They have such an insane amount of studios. Like, I was looking at a list and it's kind of bonkers crazy. Like, the amount of studios they currently own right now. And so many of them either, very few of them are really working on things, honestly. Like, there's a lot of like there's a few projects going on, but a lot of the other studios are just kind of turned into like support studios. Like, they're just like supporting other studios, and it's like, man, some of these studios are known for some good stuff, and now they're just becoming like a support studio to put out the next Call of Duty or whatever, or whatever it is.
Dude, it's so like, it's so upsetting that Microsoft, like you said, has all these different like flavors of game studios, sizes, genre specialties, and somehow when all these studios get to Xbox, they all of a sudden just turn mid. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, you could have made a great game beforehand, but when you come to Xbox and you link into that ecosystem, something happens with that where it's just like the quality of the game just goes down. And I think it's Phil being too hands off with his approach to leadership, of being like, we just let the studios do what they want, and then we'll check in from time to time. No, good buddy. You have to rein them in, unfortunately, with creatives. As much as you want them to be creative, which is definitely a desire, you have to balance that with the economics of game development, right? Like, making sure people are getting rest. Make sure that there's adequate food and adequate food sources and restroom. You know what I mean? There's like things you have to figure out with that, and it's just like, I don't know. Not looking good.
No. Yeah. I don't know. Don't know what they're hoping for, but it just, I don't know if that's, I just don't see what direction they could possibly be heading other than, I mean, with their, like you said, yeah, you brought up their new ad campaign. Like, it's, they very obviously want to lean more towards being a service than they are consoles. And he said in the interview, they said in the interview, we're not going to stop making consoles, and we're even looking at making a handheld, but it's very obvious, like, okay, yeah, but you want to be known for your service, for Game Pass, for being able to play anywhere, which is great. Right. But yeah, again, like, give us a reason to come there besides just third-party games. Because don't get me wrong, $10 a month for the vast library of third-party games is still a good deal, but it also just seems like a pain when I could just purchase some
buy the game
and not have to, have one more subscription I have to worry about, or one more console I have to buy, or one more whatever, Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's nice to have simplicity, keep it simple. So if you want me to stick to Xbox, give me some dang good stuff to play on Xbox, and then maybe I'll make the jump or make an exception and be like, okay, that's okay to have a console or the extra subscription because it's absolutely worth it. I don't know, we'll see. I just thought that was interesting news, that's even still on the table. Like, just the dust is barely settled from Activision Blizzard, and they're like,
and they're already like, okay, that's old news. Let's get another one.
Yeah, they got their antennas up. Like, all right, anyone else looking to sell? Anyone else looking? Maybe.
You know how bad they probably want Sega. They probably want Sega so bad, dude. They ain't gonna get it because Sega will never sell to them. But just the fact, like, they would. I feel like if I were able to find a way to get Sega, that would be like a career moment. Not only did you get the Activision one, which is also a career moment for him, but like to double right back after it and get this other legendary studio, right? This other legendary publisher of Sega. Crazy. That'd be nuts.
But time will tell. We'll have to wait and see what their next acquisition is. I hope they hold off. I hope they just don't push too hard on it, but we'll see. Time will tell. Thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the whole episode, the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.